Hello, Simon.
Jeremy.
Nice to see you here.
I'm here.
Great. So tell me about yourself, Simon. Apart from the book that you're writing, because I know this is your first all-time book.
That's right.
Okay, what's the name of the book?
The name of the book, right now I called it Svenska för utländska student, or studerande, which stands for Swedish for foreigner.
Okay.
But I might change that, but I think it's pretty eye-catching because it has like a double meaning. Because Svenska means Swedish,
Okay, yeah.
but it means also Swedish women. So it could be
Swedish women.
It could both mean Swedish as in the language for foreigners, and it could mean as well as Swedish woman for foreigners. So I thought that was pretty clever. So I get my moments.
Okay. What do you do, like in terms for a living?
For a living, I hunt Swedish women down. And, no, I don't do that. I work as.
Sounds like it.
That's more of a hobby. That's not a profession.
Just getting off my seat here. And just grab that Swedish woman.
Settle down. He's getting. I'm the one who's supposed to be excited about it. He's more excited than I am.
Okay. Then bring the chair. Okay, go.
It's your chair. So I work full time as a manager for a company that's called GNC, which stands for General Nutrition Centers. And I
Good
work
for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I work for myself actually. I teach Italian on the side, and I study Italian as well.
You study Italian?
I'm doing masters right now at McGill University.
Fantastico.
That's right. Although I don't walk around doing this all day, but you get the idea.
Bene. Okay. Now, before we talk about the story itself, I mean, in the book, what pushed you to write this book? I mean, what was the primary motivation that led you to build and construct a beautiful masterpiece such as?
Well, he's putting a lot of pressure on me. I wouldn't call it a masterpiece yet. I'll let the audience and the critics decide upon that. But what pushed me...
There was one dark night,
exactly.
and there was one man who could make a difference. It was Simon.
Well, yeah.
Like that, or went Hollywood-esque on it, or you...
Well, you're already seeing too far ahead. I'm not thinking movie yet, but what pushed me to write this movie? See, you got me all confused. What pushed me to write this book is the fact that.
Go ahead. I'll stop bothering you, Simon. You can just explain. For me.
Thank you. It's my interview.
It's your interview. Sorry,
He's gonna let me talk. What a nice guy. What pushed me to write this book is the fact that I have a lot of pen friends, both on Facebook, on MSN.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
But my first ever one, not only Scandinavian, my first ever pen friend is actually Liselott, who turns out to be the protagonist of my story. The only difference is I met a lot of the people I chat with, but I've never met her for a series of different reasons. Because first of all, she was at that point.
She's in the book, right?
Yes.
So was she okay with you writing this book?
She was. She still is.
Okay.
And I have the email saved in my Hotmail account. As a proof, if she tries to prosecute me and get half of...
But you have to sign a document like, I approve that I hereby,
She didn't, but she wrote, last night actually, she said she was okay with whatever I said, and I asked her if there were some things I shouldn't say in the interview. She said, go ahead, knock yourself out.
Who's your target audience, and how was this built specifically to really match your target audience?
My target audience, basically anybody who's got, first of all, a sense of humor, a sense of adventure, who wants to travel, specifically to
like
Sweden.
me, for example, right?
Well,
love to travel.
Well, I don't know if you love to travel or love to a Spider-Man fetish, but anybody who wants to travel, especially to Sweden, and everybody.
You knocked me off my seat.
I know which.
Okay.
What was your cereal this morning?
Go ahead.
Thank you. He's gonna calm down. He's got a lot of sugar. We had pasta, so pasta has a lot of carbs and a lot of carbs, sugar. I know that because I work for GNC. But my main target audience, like I said, is anybody who wants to travel to Sweden, and specifically.
Yeah, you can continue.
You sure?
Yep. I'm listening.
You seem pretty comfortable.
Oh, I am.
Okay. And everybody who wants to meet people off the internet, because that's a new reality nowadays. Internet is a new tool, but it's still, although a lot of people do it, it's still pretty taboo. People don't do it, but don't talk about it. So I don't want to. I just wanted to demystify that whole internet meeting thing.
So your style is it like a regular, something we would see in a play, or is it something that's, I don't know, that's something that's popular, like Hollywood, Bollywood, I don't know. Is it really just like unique in its own genre?
You're talking about writing style?
Yeah. Essentially, you don't have to, go on the phone.
Okay. The writing style, I would say, resembles that of Chuck Palahniuk, the author of the book Fight Club.
Fight Club,
which
yes.
became later on a movie in 1999.
Very good, yeah.
And resemble also, because I write anecdotes and it's part autobiographical.
Is it like Catcher in the Rye?
I'm ashamed of saying that.
Catcher in the Scandinavian Woman?
That seems more my style, yes.
Okay, wonderful. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
So the story itself, overall constructed similar to other popular books. Can you give me an example of, let's say, a popular book that you know?
I don't think
specifically.
I think like I said, I think the storyline is pretty unique. The style.
It's not 100%. You're saying like the Fight Club and those guys. It's
just,
your style basically is.
I was just talking about the writing
style. Okay.
I wasn't talking about the storyline. The storyline that's what's unique. The style resembled that of Chuck Palahniuk and Max Tucker, who wrote "Hope They Serve Beer in Hell," because I use a lot of humor, a lot of anecdotes, a lot of sarcasm, a lot of comparison. I'm politically engaged.
Politically engaged.
Well, involved, so to speak. But what's unique about the storyline is that it's 3/4 autobiographical, yes.
Okay.
But the main point, although I purposely drifted away at some point from the main point, is to meet Liselott in real life. That's what I want to do. That's what I
could just see you like by her window and she's just there. And
exactly. Yeah, I'm there with my guitar.
My princess.
Well, yeah, I'm going to be there with my princess, and then she throws her golden blonde hair out of the window.
And you have somebody whispering in your ear going, "Oh, say she's the fairest woman of there."
Exactly.
Stuff like that, yeah.
Yes, exactly. And I climb up the window, with her hair, with my guitar.
What, you're going to climb on her hair?
Of course. I mean, we're that romantic. When we chat, exactly. She has
strong roots. I hope that she has good condition.
She has a good salary, too. That's why she owns a castle somewhere in northern Sweden.
Wow,
yeah.
Cool. Wonderful. What's eye-catching about this book, apart from just the hair pulling?
The hair pulling. He's already into the dirty stuff.
Very caveman-like. You're just going back. Anyways.
That's okay. I think she likes that. She's Swedish. She can take it. I mean, she's just gonna write notes down.
Okay. So what's eye-catching?
What's eye-catching is, like I said, the fact that I can't think of another book that's been written the way I write it. Because what I mean is, as I construct the story right now, I'm making meeting her more and more possible.
Right.
So let's say if I get in a fight with her tomorrow, God forbid, knock on wood.
What?
If I get in a fight with her tomorrow,
really,
that would probably jeopardize all my chances of not only meeting her, but I also plan, if that book picks up. I know you want to ask me.
That was my next question.
See,
okay.
Telepathy.
There you go. We're next level of interview.
Exactly. We're Jedi's.
That's it.
So 1 second, Obi-Wan.
Okay.
If the book does well, I would like to write a sequel to that, and obviously the sequel will be based on. Now it's based on
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Swede.
The Swedish. Yeah, Revenge of the Swedish.
Exactly. She
the Swedish.
She captured me and left me for dead in a ditch somewhere without my clothes and nothing. No. If the first book does well, and if I actually meet her for real.
Yeah.
Because if I don't meet her, then I can't write a second book unless it's all fantasy and all imagined. I would like to write a second book about having finally met her and what happened and so forth.
Okay. Despite my gestures, I hope I'm not deconcentrating you.
No, actually, I'm pretty psyched. I mean, I'm used to your eccentric behavior.
Well, as you told me, you said that I'm going to be in your book, so.
He is actually. You will.
We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yes.
Yes. So
that's right.
just give me one moment.
Yes, of course.